What's up, duelists? We're back with another cursed video. This is a video that is going to make a lot of people angry. It's going to tilt a lot of people. A lot of our opponents are probably going to leave the game. That's just how it is. That's just the vibes. But we're back, and that's all that matters. Today, I'm going to be playing something that looks like an abomination of nature. It looks like something that shouldn't exist. This is definitely not your mama's Yu-Gi-Oh deck, you know what I'm saying? Not your homegrown. This is something that is created in a lab. This is a GMO. This is a inorganic thing. It's inspired by last weekend's W by notorious Pokemon player Azul GG with control in Pokemon. I was thinking, man, can we build a control deck in Edison format where the entire point of the deck is to just not lose the game, and that's it, and you just don't lose the game, and you make it so your opponent can't play the game, and inevitably they deck out, and that's the entire point of this deck. That's all there is to it. There's nothing beyond that. It's just we're gonna put a bunch of lock pieces into play, and our opponent's gonna lose the game. I did want to make one change before we got into things. I wanted to add a Necro Valley, I think. Either this or a Zombie World. And I don't know which one is better. I think Zombie World might be better. Let's do a little Zombie World, because that way I can put something cool in the thumbnail. And Zombie World can kind of act as a... It's probably better than 7 tools. Do Zombie World instead of 7 tools. That's the vibe. Just one, though. Just one. To help prevent Caius and to help prevent Icarus' attack. We'll go with the Zombie World. All right, looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and try and find a rage quitter. A game, of course. A game of Yu-Gi-Oh. We'll just host it. And you know what? It's proof of concept time, ladies and gentlemen. It's proof of concept. There's a lot of combos in this deck. There's a lot of unique things. I figured they're best to explain in the match. While we're waiting for a match, let me just remind you guys. RBETs. RBET Los Angeles is filling up. Our June 8th, 9th is the last online one, so the online ones the in-person ones that are coming up are going to be the last time to earn an invite for RBET rulers this year. Make sure you're coming through to these, if you can, of course, if it's in your means. And if not, make sure I'm playing the June 8th and 9th online one, so that you have a chance to qualify for RBET rulers, and you get to play against the best players in the world at the end of the year. That's kind of the vibe. It's going to be really exciting. I'm super hyped. Where is everyone? They're scared. They know. They're scared. Deep down, they know. Give me 1 second, folks. Sorry about that. I had to clear my throat, and I wanted to mute the mic, because I know, that's gross. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of a gross vibes. Where is everyone? Maybe it's because it's 4 a.m. on a Monday and your boy's sleep schedule is eternally fucked that we're not getting an opponent right now. But maybe someone in the Discord wants to duel. I'll check. Anyone up want to duel? Oh my gosh, the 4 a.m. ping. That's so cruel, so cruel. Maybe I'll talk about the deck a little bit more. I wonder if I can. Here, let's see if we can do this. We can cancel, pop out the deck, and then we can talk about it while we wait for a game. That'll work. All right, cool. Dude, I'm so cooked. This last weekend has me cooked. EDC week is very busy, and then on top of that, a lot of stuff's been happening in the real world, and as you know, I participate in that, so that's the vibe. All right, so some of the combos in the deck, we got DD Survivor, Dimensional Fissure. As long as we have level limit area B in play, we just have an infinite wall, which is pretty cool. Gravekeeper Servant, Dimensional Fissure. This is another combo. If you have both of these up, your opponent can't attack, which is kind of funny, because they can't send to the graveyard for the cost of Gravekeeper Servant. So they just can't attack. It's just your opponent cannot attack you. Same thing with Gravekeeper Servant and Macrocosmos. That is another little combo in this deck. Then we've also got Light of Intervention plus King Tiger Wangu. Means your opponent cannot set monsters to get around the King Tiger. You just kill every little monster in their deck with King Tiger instantly, and then Burden of the Mighty helps you kill every big monster in their deck with King Tiger. So they just can't summon, which is a nice little 2-card your opponent can't summon combo. Another 2-card can't summon combo. We've got the Zombie World Rivalry of Warlords. Another 2-card can't summon combo. Royal Oppression, 1-card can't summon combo. Skill Drain, making stuff like Caius the Shadow Monarch, Bryonic, no longer threats. Dark Bribe, to make sure we deck our opponent before we deck ourselves. Also to defend ourselves from Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Giant Trunade. Triple D Prison, this is for Sangan. I hate that card. We're going to be banishing him. Dude, nobody wants to play. They're all scared. Double Shadow Mirror, this is for Caius, specifically, and Dark Arm Dragon, the 2 monsters that can blow up our cards. So, gotta have a nice little... Oh, dude, yes, let's go. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun, finally. Finally. If he goes first, it's actually not that bad, because that means he'll have a card out of his deck. Either way, though, we'll Dark Bribe him twice over the course of a game. We're not looking to attack with this deck, by the way. Even though we have monsters that can attack, we're not looking to, if that makes sense. This hand is pretty bad, but we have some starts. I think it's activate Gravekeeper Servant, set Starlight Road, probably activate Zombie World, probably set Dark Bribe, and Skill Drain as well. And we'll just pass. And now all we need to do is find a Dimensional Fissure or a Macrocosmos or a monster that can wall for us, and we should be okay. Or a Deep Prison just to survive. Either way, I'm a little nervous, but Gravekeeper Servant will at least mill our opponent. He says in before macro. He knows. He knows. Okay, so he's got a Reaper. That is annoying. Battle phase is okay. I'm going to be flipping the Skill Drain to save our Dark Bribe, however, because we do need this. So we're going to pay 1,000 for Skill Drain. He's going to mill Deep Sea Diva, and we're going to take 300 from the Spirit Reaper attack. Now, anything we find off the top will be useful. That is useful. I'm not sure if I want to set Dat Boy, but I feel like we have no choice. Set, pass. He can't tribute for Caius because of Zombie World. I'm assuming he's playing Caius in a deck like this. Fossil Dino's effect is not really that useful because Skill Drain. I'd rather just use him as a wall. Gravekeeper Servant will mill him one more card. Milling Tragodia. This is now Dinah. He's going to take 100. We do have Zombie World in versus the zombie deck, which is kind of silly, but maybe it'll help us. Burden of the Mighty. This has applications, but not great ones. I don't think we play it quite yet. I think we should pass. He can make big monster, though. Our hand's not very good. But his hand's also not very good, so I'm cool with this. He also has less cards in deck than us. There we are. Now we probably win. Now it's probably over. I don't think he can beat this combination of cards game 1. That's it. I just don't think he can. Alright. Spined Gilman. That is okay. End phase. Alright. Shadow Mirror. Pass the turn. Having the Gravekeeper Servant in play is a little annoying, but we'll take what we can get, I suppose. He's double sacking. Cannot. Zombie World. Yes, 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 yes. Nice try. Nice try. Dice try, if you will. A dice try. He could solemn the Gravity Bind. That is something that could happen. But I guess we have Dark Bribe. He will tribute set instead. Acceptable. Acceptable. Oh, Macrocosmos. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Folks, I do believe we have ourselves a game here. That is a-okay. We'll go ahead and Gravity Bind. No need to mill. Yep. No mill. Yes. No mill, I think. Yeah, no mill, I think. Yes. Okay, cool. Yes. Or maybe he does, but I'm going to use a start step. No. No shuffle. No shuffle. You're going to draw the dead guys. It's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice. Yes. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. All right, King Tiger Wang Hu. A nice one here for us. I'll set him in play. Will I set him in play? Sure, I'll set him in play. I don't want to discard him. That's for sure. All right. That's a good one. Let's pass. I wonder if there's a way for me to proc any of these. His goal is probably Solemn... What is it? Solemn Heavy Storm? Something like that. Burden. Interesting. Alright. He's going to start end phase discarding. Or we're going to start end phase discarding. One way or another. That's just up to us what we want to end phase discard. I think Shadow Mirror still has uses. Oppression still has uses. Probably the first Burden is the worst card in our hand. This is peak Yu-Gi-Oh! I want you to know this is peak Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope he commits all 5 and then he is locked. That would be ideal. His second skill drain is the least useful now because we have Shadow Mirror and that's really going to cover everything. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we want to keep that. We'll pitch a Burden and pass. Now that he knows about Burden, he probably knows about King Tiger, which, fair enough. All right, here Macrocosmos can go because we have Defissure. We no longer need anything. He will either have to commit to the 5th zone or commit another monster, or he will have to start discarding. Okay, there's a Diva. Flip Goblin Zombie. Yeah, sure. Synchro, what is this? Bryonic Chain Torrential? Bryonic Priority Chain Torrential? Could be that. Oh, he can't even priority. Yeah, never mind. Because of Goblin Zombie. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go for it. He could Bryonic Chain... I don't even know. Chain Bulk or something? Chain Compulsory? Chain something or other? He's playing Diva, but with Gilman in zombies. Normally you don't see Gilman in zombies. Normally that's like not a card that they play. The reason he didn't attack my Dino with the Gilman is because skill drain negated the attack gain, by the way. I'm sure there's someone in the comment section like just saying that as we speak. Why didn't he attack the Dino with the Gilman? End phase discard Mizuki. Oh. Bryonic activate? I guess this is Bryonic activate. He's going to target 3 cards. Sure. But skill drain is in play. 4 cards. He's going to target 4 cards. That would make sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Pass priority to respond. Alright, let's see what his response is. Does he have Book of Moon? What does he have? Chain Book of Moon. Chain Dark Bribe. Does he have Solemn Judgment? He does. Okay, so he has Solemn Judgment. Alright, so he's going to pay half his life points. 2, 3. Dark Bribe's not going to resolve. He's not going to draw a card. He's going to be able to clear my board here, which kind of sucks. Makes me a little sad. Sad panda, but he should be able to kill us. Compulsory on the Dyna. Yeah, he needed that. He could have also bounced it with the Bryonic, but... does he have Dark Armed? He has Mizuki. Mizuki's pretty good. Mind Control. Okay. But if he flips this, he can't place a tuner. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good for us. That actually locks his zone up for him. He can Mizuki out... I think we die no matter what. No, wait. Because Bryonic has to say set. Mizuki's out Caius. Yeah, that does work because of Zombie World. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright, so it's 1200. 27. Gravekeeper's Servant. Mills him. No, we actually don't die. We survive at 200. That's pretty good. But we can no longer negate Bryonic, which is a little annoying. We'll take Mind Control. Can't attack. We'll be able to kill the Bryonic, then we'll be able to commit. Yep. Gravekeeper Servant, we'll mill him 1. Yeah, no, I think we should be okay now. Because if we had kept macro, then he couldn't use Bryonic, but this is fine. In phase, we get the King Tiger back. Okay. We have to attack the Bryonic, I believe. So we'll do that. Attack the Bryonic. Maybe I should have kept the macro, because I should have foreseen this. Book of Moon on King Tiger. Okay. It's fine. We've got Royal Oppression and Skill Drain are both useless now, because we can't use them to defend our guys. If we have Defissure, he can't pitch monsters to Bryonic, so I think Defissure is the logical application here. I don't really want to flip Gravity Bind because I want to find a way to kill Bryonic. So I do like having Deprison. Oh, man, we might have to. There it is. The combo, yes. Okay, I really need to think this through, though. This is actually very difficult, very challenging moment. Shadow Mirror stops. Well, Caius isn't going to come down because it's on the world, so we don't really care about Shadow Mirror that much. If I normal Dyna, that's not very good. I'll set Dyna because that'll kill Bryonic next turn for sure. So I'll set Dyna, set Gravity Bind, set Deprison, set Dark Bribe, and then we discard nothing and pass. And Dyna will kill the Caius and the Bryonic. It won't kill the Gores, but we have 3 ways to block attacks. And then we have the nuke. So I think we're okay because he only has 2 cards he could pitch. Potentially 2 cards he could pitch. Possibly less thanks to Defissure. And then we have 1 way to stop Heavy Storm. His Solemn is gone. So I think we're okay. You cannot pay cost if you discard monster with Brown. Has to be spell trap under Fissure. Yeah, basically. Next turn we flip the Dyna, it pops these 2. And then I think we should be scot-free. I think we should be home free. We're no longer locked under our own skill drain either. You can also just flip the King Tiger afterwards. And so he's locked under King Tiger plus Dyna. And that should make things really difficult for him. We've got Gravity Bind, we've got Deprison, and we've got Dark Bribe to stop Space Typhoon. I don't know how many more ways he'll have to get through all of that in tandem. So it is a little bit of a liability flipping the Dyna, but not that much if we're being real. He definitely thought he could attack with the King Tiger there. He got a little antsy with his plays. Thankfully for us, we survived at 400. This is not easy for him. I have to commend my opponent because I think that this is a difficult game for him. He has played this game well, but I think he has encountered some difficulties because of not necessarily mapping out his plays as accurately. He's taking his time to think here. He can't Book of Life. There's no monsters in my grave. So, yeah, just not a viable play, viable option there. He could pitch that to Bryonic, though. That is something he could pitch to Bryonic. Switch, end phase. All right, Starlight Road is the draw. Not the worst, but let's just go with this. Activate, it'll blow up Bryonic, and Turtle and Gores were normal. Caius is dead, though. All right, cool. And then I will flip King Tiger. We can actually attack now, which is kind of nice. He may bottomless this. I'll just let that resolve. I don't really care. Or do I Dark Bribe? No, I'll just let that resolve. Yeah, I don't really care about that. That's fine. He can't special summon. He can't attack. He has to play through too much. We have Dark Bribe for Space Typhoon and Heavy Storm. Oh, I guess he still has both Space Typhoon and Heavy Storm. So he could be waiting to have both of those. Maybe I should have... No, I don't want a Dark Bribe. I want to burn the... Maybe having the Deprison set here is bad for us. We are vulnerable to Space Typhoon plus Heavy Storm. So actually what we do is we let Space Typhoon resolve, and Heavy Storm, we save Dark Bribe for specifically Heavy Storm. That's what we're doing. He's going to dust shoot us. He's going to take a look at the hand. Says better take a screenshot. It's wild. Yeah, this is not a good situation for our opponent right now. We do have 7 cards in hand. Was I supposed to discard last turn? I might have been supposed to discard last turn, but here we are. I must have missed that while I was monologuing. Let's discard Royal Oppression and pass. We no longer need any of these cards that cost life points because we can't gain life points in this deck. So that's that pretty much. End phase, pitch skill drain, pass the turn. And it's going to be a slow grind here, a little bit of a slow vibe. He has to basically Space Typhoon snipe the right thing before Heavy Storming, and I think that's just going to be a little too difficult to do. Discard the skill drain, pass the turn. It's at 13. We have to wait 13 more turns. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you to my opponent for sticking around, being an incredibly good sport here. We don't need the second road. We'll just pass. This is really kind of him to not quit out. I would have quit out personally. Nah, I don't know. I would have played it out. This is a hard matchup though. Any type of like control deck, it's kind of tricky, you know? It's just kind of tricky. I think we've got a good combination of cards here though. Zombie World to shut out Caius, Dinah, the King Tiger to shut out certain plays. I think there's a good combination of cards here. I think we have a good little, that's a good draw. Good little situation on our hands. But yeah, I don't know. Light of Intervention. Not useful in this matchup. We'll probably be citing it out. It's only useful really against Raikou decks. Or I guess it could be useful with King Tiger. We may leave 1 in, but yeah, maybe we leave 1 in. I don't know. Our whole idea here is to just deck the opponent. We're not really like think that's fine. That's fine. We just let this resolve. Oh yep. They get banished. I forgot. Book of Life. I have no grave. I still have no grave. Lol. Just passes the turn. Alright. For us, Gravekeeper's Servant. Superfluous. We no longer need that boy. I'm going to discard Space Typhoon, though. I just want to show him we have Space Typhoon. I don't know why, but I want to show it to him. Marshmallow. Useful. Pass the turn. That's actually very useful, because now even if he Space Typhoons the right one and Heavy Storms us, he doesn't actually win. Level Limit Area BZ. Probably don't need that. Even less useful, though, is going to be Burden of the Mighty. And the turn. He's got 8 more turns. He's going to find Space Typhoon Heavy Storm eventually. And target Zombie World. Oh, is he going to go for Caius for lethal? Smart play. I'll Dark Bribe him. Does he have Heavy Storm now? If he has Heavy Storm, we do lose. If he doesn't have Heavy Storm, then we have a chance to set a road. Oh my god. Please. Please. He could call Bryonic. That would be something that works, right? Call Bryonic. Does that mean we need to get both macro and Starlight Road set? Let me think. He keeps viewing his graveyard. He could Book of Life Bryonic too. But he needs to get a monster of mine in the grave first. I don't know how he's going to do that. Call Bryonic means Macrocosmos can stop Bryonic because he can't pay the cost. Road stops Heavy Storm. We know he still has Heavy Storm. Let's just go based off what we know versus what we may not know. We do lose to Call on Bryonic, though. So if he plays Call the Haunted, which he should in his zombie deck, I would probably lose to that. I'm not sure how we get around that, though. We've kind of locked up our space here by setting this D Prism. I need to be better about managing my spell trap zones, especially when I'm leaning into the Gravekeeper Servant Dimensional Fissure lock, because this is very heavy on the spell and trap zones. Tribute set, pass the turn, okay. Yep. End phase, we can discard D Prison. We won't be needing a second one of those. The best thing we could find now is just our third Dyna. That would be the best thing. Sure. He cannot use the Zombie Master's effect, but he can normal Plague. That works. Flip Caius. Okay. Does he have Call Bryonic? Okay. He's gonna Shinkro here. Oh, he's gonna make Stardust, then Heavy Storm. Interesting. Okay. Stardust into Heavy Storm. We go Starlight Road. He goes Chain. Heavy Storm. We'll go Starlight Road. He'll chain his Stardust. Stardust gets banished. Okay. Thumbs up. Graveyard, 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 and graveyard. Can he get through Marshmallow without a normal summon? And if he can't, then we should be okay to win. Zombie Master. Pitches Dark Armed. Brings out Goblin Zombie or something. Yeah. Alright. He's going to take 1,000. Main phase 2. I think we may have him here. I think we may have him. Because we're going to go level limit. That's going to switch his guys. We're going to go Shadowmere can stop Caius. He probably has one more Caius, right? Maybe not. Who knows? Shadowmere, Rivalry, Macro, Gravekeeper Servant, normal King Tiger, and I have it switch to defense. Then pass the turn, and I will macro and stand by. Yeah, and this should be game, because he can't attack, he can't, and then I will also use Rivalry. Okay. Rivalry, and we'll send our Marshmallow, or banish the Marshmallow. Yep. There we are. All right. So now he can't Caius, he can't like Synchro or anything, he can't do anything, can't really summon anything, can't really do anything. We just win. So that's the vibe. Cool. Let's go. 3 more cards in deck. I'm a wicked man today. I woke up in the middle of the night and I chose violence. This is not a peaceful display. Just pass. We also have Shadowmere, so like even if he clears the Rivalry, we'll still have Shadowmere to stop Caius. This felt like he could have beat us at some point because I overcommitted with the D-Fissure to be extra safe into that Bryonic. He could have beat us if he had waited to have both Typhoon and Heavy Storm in hand before his push. But it's possible he just didn't have the resources in order to wait. Like, it's possible like he couldn't do that and also OTK me and everything. But everything kind of lined up well for us there, despite us awkwardly having to set multiples. The zombie world was interesting. It did help us, but it also hurt us in a way. So, not sure. Not sure about that guy. Viewing is banished. He might have return. He might be able to piece together some sort of like return combo, but yeah, this doesn't really matter. There just isn't anything you can bring back off of this that I care about. Like, what do you bring back here? It doesn't matter. The life points don't even actually matter. Okay. King Tiger is going to kill the Plague and Turtle. They are banished. Interesting choices. Now he has a Mizuki in play. Yeah. He could only summon zombies, so that's going to be that. That's going to be that. He is typing. What is he typing? I'm curious. This is a long message. A long message after a long day's work. No problem. No problem. Thank you for your patience. I am going to be polite because I feel like being disrespectful while playing a deck like this is a one-way ticket to lose all of your friends. It says you're cooking. I do believe I am cooking, but we'll come back to that another day. This post-board matchup is going to get a lot harder because they have Dust Tornado. So it's a big breaker game here. Doomcal, also very useful versus this deck specifically. I don't think we need burdens in this matchup. I think it's quite a useless card. Reaper and Marshmallow definitely proved their worth there in the late game. I think DD Survivor is amongst the worst of my cards. So let's swap these three for 3 breaker. That's just to clear Dust Tornadoes going second. We got Space Typhoon as well. Shadow Mirror does seem important. D-Prison doesn't seem super important. We can maybe side out 1 for like Lava Golem. I think we want to go more like Lava Golem focused. We're the Lava Golem focus group post board. He played around Starlit Road so well, I don't really want 2 of them. Let's go double Lava Golem. And then we have Doom Caliber and the Fool we could bring in. The Fool has applications. Fucking can't speak, dude. Let's just run this. I don't really like compulsory because putting back Bryonic is the main use, and if we put back Bryonic, then he can just use it again. His hand is not very good. Oh, I was supposed to side out Light of Intervention. Fucked up there. That's tough. Okay. Mistakes were made, but nonetheless, set, and which of these is the worst? I guess Royal Oppression. Royal Oppression you want set early. You want to negate Bryonic Summon if he goes for it. He has a lot of opportunity here. Normal Summon Mizuki. Okay. Spirit Reaper. He can kill this with Mind Control, Brain Control. That is something that can happen. But, yep, so he's going to pay 8 to kill it. Makes sense. Okay. Now we're not looking too good. Do I want to get the road down? Not necessarily. But I will because I have to. We're probably going to take a hit here. I'll pass. I want to save the Dyna if possible. Maybe I shouldn't have set Oppression. I was hoping to bait like a Heavy Storm, but he just never went for it. Goblin Zombie. Okay, we can run that over with we can run that over with the Dyna, so I'm not worried about the Goblin Zombie. Deprison the Mizuki, take 1100, and we actually get milled one, which sucks. We mill a Dark Bribe. That's fine. I didn't want to draw another Dark Bribe type effect right now. I don't think. Okay, Dyna. Now we're lower cards in deck, which is not good, but we can force the Says I win by deck count now. Smiley face. Goblin Zombie is mandatory though, so we can force that. However, I don't really want to force that. I kind of just want to kill it. Let's see if this works. Normal Dino. Okay, battle phase. Attack. And then I will, after input, I'll step Shadow Mirror, and then pass. This is not very solid, because he still has Zombie Master, these types of effects. Yeah, this is really bad. Yeah, maybe I should have just set the Dyna. It's okay, provided he hits the Light of Intervention off the Spirit Reaper attack, which is what I'm assuming he's going to go for here. Oh, he actually isn't going to be able to activate Spirit Reaper because we have Shadow Mirror. Okay, he's going to go another turtle. That's fine. We can just set Dyna and that can clear this turtle. The damage pokes do hurt us. We're not going to play that guy just yet. Actually, yeah, no. We don't need to play it because he got the card out of his deck with turtle. So he's actually lower now. Mind Control. I don't like that. That's not a good sign for us. It is a second Dyna, though. If he flips it, he's going to kill his own Pyramid Turtle, so he's just going to have to pass our set monster back. And that's pretty good for us, I'm not going to lie. Normal Summon Deep Sea Diva. Activate the effect. Royal Oppression there. Chain Dust Tornado. Target the Royal Oppression. Sure. Okay. We may lose this one. Let's see how he wants to navigate. Yeah, we may lose this one, but we'll see. We may lose this one due to a clutch Dust Tornado from the opponent there. This card in our hand is very bad. No priority? Okay. Now he'll use the effect. Pitch Plague, target the set card. That is fine. Does have to bounce the Shadow Mirror if he wants to use the Plague. We're not just dead here. We survive at 200. Okay, now we're just dead. All right. I'll admit defeat. And we'll go next. That one was a little bit challenging. I think the Light of Intervention can for sure come out. I think Doom Caliber can for sure come in. He seems to make a lot of sense here. Yeah, the breakers would have been nice. The Shadow Mirror was very good. The Deep Prison was actually really good too. So I'm thinking that's kind of a vibe. Vibe and a half, if you will. I have 3 cards I want to bring in. What cards do I want to cut? Starlight Road was really, really bad. It just kind of sat there and got removed. So I'm not a fan of that. I think we're going to cut all Starlight Roads. As weird as that sounds. We're going to remove all of them. I'm going first, so... Lava Golem did have applications as well. I can't even lie about that. Maybe we don't want to draw too many King Tigers, too many Dynas. Let's try something like this. That way we're not flooded on monsters when we need like crucial floodgates to win. Okay, this hand is good. Like just outright. I think it's going to be set deprison pass. We may get attacked, then we deprison, and then we go from there. If he doesn't attack us, then okay. The reason we're only setting 1 is I don't want to go breaker and then hit a chainable Dust Tornado. It says risky move. Normal Card Trooper. Okay. Mill 3. Okay. That is a risky move. He milled a Book of Moon. That's actually a good card for him. See, now we can deprison the Card Trooper. We could have killed it for free, but I just want to get value out of my deprison and my breaker. Let's go breaker. Oh, he's going to torrential. Okay, cool. Cool. Now we have to stop attacks. So the best way for us to do such things Book of Life is online for him, but he has no zombies in the grave. Okay, the best way to stop attacks is, well, the only way to stop attacks is Gravekeeper Servant plus Defissure. Pass the turn. If he has Heavy Storm, he gets a 2-for-1. But if we draw another macro or another Defissure, we can just reestablish, and then his Heavy Storm is gone. So it's risky. It's like a tense situation here. He has more outs to this post board as well. With the Dust Tornadoes specifically. Yes, beautiful. Okay, this is kind of what we wanted. But we need to get a little lucky here. I mean, like, I need to draw something that matters, basically. That would have been a great draw. That's unfortunate. That's a fine draw. Set. Activate. Pass the turn. End-phase Blind Typhoon, our rivalry. Interesting. Okay. So Typhoon and Storm are now gone. Breaker, he plays that. That's bad news. I'll let him pop this. I think Marshmallow is more important here to us than... He also needs a mill one. He mills Gores. Okay. He's going to take 1,000. Yeah, I think Marshmallow's a little more important. We just find a Macrocosmos. He has some really good cards. He has Compulsory to reuse the Breaker as well. He has a really good build for beating a control deck post board. He's got Dust Tornadoes. He's got fucking this shit. Yeah, I think we just lose. He drew Heavy Storm, Typhoon, Breaker. Pretty solid. That is an OTK if he plays it right. Yep. Yeah, that's tough. Maybe it was defend the skill drain. Maybe not, though. Maybe I need 3 Macrocosmos. It seems pretty important, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, there's Goyo Guardian. Searches the deck. Doesn't really matter at this point. He just bounces the Marshmallow and wins the game. GG's. I'll admit defeat. Well played. Thank you again for your patience. All right. Yeah, that one was tough. He drew his Spell and Trap removal all in sequence, and we did not find a crucial Macrocosmos. It was the next card, Brutal. I think we do want a 3rd Macrocosmos. I think it makes the most sense because that's the main way our deck stops attacks. I'm not really sold on this Light of Intervention card, but against Raikou decks, it's pretty important. However, we already have skill drains, so it's like, it's kind of just a meme. I'm going to cut a Burden of the Mighty for a 3rd Macrocosmos. I think that that's a fair swap here. And we'll continue to monitor the Burden and the Light of Intervention, because I think these are the weakest cards. I think the Field Spell is actually really good. Possible we want more Field Spells in the sideboard, like a different array of Field Spells, like Necro Valley could be very useful. Yeah. Okay, cool. Am I going to play another game with this deck? No, I'm not. But I may upload more games with this deck to members only. So if you want to become a member, $2.99 a month, supports the channel, supports the RBET tournament series, and you get exclusive video access once a week, etc. And you get early access on a lot of stuff, early access on top 8 lists, early access on a lot of different videos that I may upload that include cards that might get bought out. So leave a comment, become a member. Let me know what you guys think of this truly cursed deck. And let me know if this is like a concept that you would like me to see explore in different avenues. I have ideas of versions of this deck that plays Black Garden. I have ideas of versions of this deck that play burn cards like Lava Golem. But I think the concept of having a pure control, pure mill deck is actually pretty good in Edison format. I'm just not sure if the metagame is super right for it right now, with everyone playing like a lot of Dust Tornado, and the Frog decks are even playing like multiple Wind Blast, that sort of stuff, and Breaker being at the height of its popularity since the format's resurgence. I'm not super sold on the fact that this deck is viable, but the concept is very interesting and very cool. And there may be a build that isn't a mill out build, maybe more focused on stunning the opponent, that can take advantage of Gravekeeper Servant plus Dimensional Fissure as a way to stop the opponent from attacking you. Like maybe it's just these two cards in tandem and like a bunch of Starlight Roads, and then you actually play ways to attack, like perhaps the White Rabbit or other direct attackers like Jinzo number 7, perhaps. All right, I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace out.